A detective suspended for his Facebook post about David Joseph, a teenager shot and killed by an Austin police officer. It's yet another hit to the reputation and professionalism of the Austin Police Department.
And it comes at a time when APD is very publicly trying to increase positive contacts with people in the community. KXAN crime reporter Leslie Rangel spoke with a friend of the Joseph family who calls the detective's behavior unbelievable.
That's right, Shannon. She says it's indicative of a larger problem at APD of bias and racism. But those in the department do beg to differ.
I know his mother. Like, are you kidding me? How would you feel if your child was killed and someone talks like that about your child, about your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad? Like, that was a person.
A passionate response from the co-founder of the Austin Justice Coalition to Facebook comments made by 17-year veteran of the Austin Police Department, Detective Jason Chiappardi.
Someone lost their child, and that's all he could say.
Austin police say Chiappardi made comments through Facebook under a fake name on a story KXAN posted in March about David Joseph. They read in part, quote, "My family and friends are glad to hear that the high school dropout, drug-using, neighborhood terrorizing naked guy will never scare anybody else again."
It goes back to the original thought of there being a culture and there being a problem at APD.
Incidents like this don't help do away with that mistrust, but I would just, again, state that this is not reflective of the beliefs nor the actions of the majority of this police department.
Chiappardi is also the secretary of the Austin Police Association. The APA president says Chiappardi's comments are not okay, but he thinks a 3-day suspension is too harsh.
He said that under a fictitious name. He didn't have his uniform on. He wasn't representing the police department. He wasn't representing the Austin Police Association, and I'm sure he regrets it.
The APA president tells us Chiappardi plans to appeal the suspension, saying the policy under which he was disciplined was too vague.
And he just felt like the discipline was excessive compared to most cases that go in front of the chief.
And what did happen is he made comments that were in violation of the policy. We believe they were in violation, and we held him accountable for those statements per our policy.
Now, we did look into the 2015 social media policy, which does not go into a lot of specifics on what officers can post when it's not official. However, just 2 months ago, the policy was updated, and it clearly states any speech, even if it's not official, that could compromise the professionalism of the department would be a violation. Now, late this afternoon, we did get a statement from David Joseph's mother, who says in part, quote, "To hear such things said about my son is deeply hurtful. Even after they shot my son, I thought better of the police department." Shannon.
There are other recent examples of Austin officers who are under scrutiny. The first came to light just last month. Video of an Austin officer restraining an elementary school teacher during a traffic stop made headlines. But it was comments made by another officer while transporting the woman that the chief called racist.
They're trying to wipe out the,
why are so many people afraid of black people?
That's what I want to figure out.
I can give you a really good idea why it might be that way. Violent tendencies. And I want you to think about that. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying that I can prove it or nothing. But 99% of the time, when you hear about stuff like that, it is the black community that's being violent. That's why a lot of the white people are afraid, and I don't blame them.
The officer who made those comments is now under review. In 2014, dashboard camera video surfaced on YouTube where we hear 2 APD officers joking about rape.
Go ahead, call the cops. They can't unrape you. They turned their camera off.
Senior Officer Mark Lytle, an 11-year veteran of the department, was suspended for 5 days without pay. The other officer in the car with him, Michael Castillo, received a 3-day suspension. Both were also required to go through sensitivity training.